let's just get right into it so that I can beat this face. It's been a long time, so I'm extremely excited to put some makeup on this quarantine. I mean, we even went like on vacation technically, but because of certain circumstances, let's just say we did a lot of nothing on vacation. And the one thing we did do right before we left was rafting at a place called Deep Creek, and I got pretty beat up, so yeah. Anyways, what I'm starting off with first is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. I've used this a couple of times. I like it. I really have enjoyed it so far. It has little beads of something in it, but you can't see it when it's on your face. So I like that because I'm not a big fan of things that have glitter in them. And I mean, I know some, you can see the glitter through the foundation or whatever, and some people like that, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of things like that. One of the things that I like about this, and that makes it remind me of my primerizer from Smashbox, is it leaves kind of a tacky feeling to the skin, which I think is always helpful when it comes to making your makeup last. We are going to use my typical love and holy grail, which is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. Scoop just a little bit out of there. I've heard of people putting this like under their eyes and stuff like that to help from creasing. I don't know, I'm getting older and my eyes are drier and drier all the time, so it's probably not the worst idea ever. But for right now, I use it right here and a little bit right here. Sorry if you can hear that vibration of my phone. I'll have to check it here in a second. But I bring it a little bit into the smile lines. I guess that's kind of hopefulness there. The newer Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation. The color I have, and it's because they didn't have the color I needed right below it, is soft beige. It's for light medium, so I am not exactly a light medium, but we make it work around here. Something I almost forgot. I like to use the Peach Becca Under Eye Corrector for light to medium under the eyes. Not a whole lot of it, because obviously if I'm going to use concealer. I mean, this is something that if you didn't want to wear any for some people, or very light makeup, you could get away with wearing this and no concealer in my personal opinion, but since I'm going to be wearing concealer, we're not gonna put too much of this on. Now I know you're going, why are you running that up and down your nose? Because I have a weird shaped freckle, and I know it's crazy. You see everyone online trying to give themselves freckles. Fake freckles can be like any shape you want them to be. Real freckles are not. They're not all little perfect circles, and mine even a little bit comes from sun damage from when I was younger. Trying to make sure as much of my hair is out of my face as possible. It's freshly dyed, so you know, this foundation will definitely show up. I don't love the applicator that they have on these, but I can't deny even the original, with me having dry skin, it's not something that I couldn't wear as long as I moisturized my skin properly. Then I really, you know, could wear it, especially for a summer foundation. I actually have it over there with all my other makeup. Like on my nose, I am doing very little of this because my nose is just one of those places that for some reason only one, and like that I can find like one, maybe two concealers, and bring it down there just so you don't have any discoloration, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm just going to spritz my brush a little bit there and start moving this around. I try to do my very, very best to keep away from having too much product near my smile lines. I do not have Botox or anything like that, you know, Juvederm, whatever you want to call them, fillers. I do not have any of those. So, you know, I'm just over here working with what I got. I don't know, you guys. I've heard so many people say, oh no, it don't hurt, or it's just like a little pinch, or, you know, whatever pain you might have, it's short-lived. But then I also hear, you know, some people have bad reactions, and I don't know if I could handle having a bad reaction. Part of me is like, oh, when my smile lines are really irritating me, part of me is like, oh yeah, I sure would. Put me in line. Alright, we're looking okay here for just having gone over it with a brush. I always go for my foundation with, after I do it with a, spread it out with a brush and get, you know, the coverage that I want. Sorry if you can hear my family doing their thing in the background, but that's life, and it's my life, and I love it. So anyways, I always like to go over it in the end with a sponge. Somebody's messenger is going crazy. It's It's about to drive me crazy. If your phone's gonna ring, answer it or turn it down. It's the type of stuff that'll drive me crazy. But of course I'm not out there. Get your phone, get your phone. Your phone's ringing, his phone's ringing. So, I'm not surprised it just went on and on and on. I use 3 different concealers for 3 different reasons. The NARS Creamy Radiant and Affogato. I'm using that. Tarte Shape Tape, Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and the Morphe Concealer. The reason I'm using so many concealers, I don't put all of them under my eyes. I use the Morphe one here because my nose does not like to accept any foundation. The reason I bring it around like this again is I would highlight or lighten this area anyway. Now, as you might not be able to tell because of this, I've sort of blended that away to almost nothing. So, I'll take this. So, we're gonna take a little bit of this. Now this is a medium coverage, so it's not like a full coverage. But you need a bit of that. Put it down the inside there. Make sure all that darkness is not going to be there. Then I've been doing this, but lately other people have been doing it. I'm gonna put just a couple of dots, literally. Tiny little dots under my eyes. I'm not gonna put them right like on the, it's kind of like putting them just on the bags of my eyes. And as much as that looks like a lot, it's very little. This is where the Tarte comes in. Anyways, as I was saying, Tarte Shape Tape is one of the more smoothing concealers like on the market. And take my tiny little thing and not going even all the way up. Just keeping it in that side, lower area. And I'm gonna take it on top because I don't really do the whole eye primer bit. Definitely use your concealer type. Check. I know some of you are going, whoa, that's way low. It got a little low on me, that is true. However, a very smallest amount is going up around the actual under eye. We are going to get into a little bit of cream bronzer. We're going to use the Huda Beauty. It's called Tantor. I have it in fair. I actually adore this stuff. I honestly, I know some people have said, oh, you can't use it. I am not someone who uses my creams over blushes. My creams over powders. I always do creams and then I do my powders. But I really do love this. I feel like you can go in really, really heavy with it. I feel like you can kind of, you know, take it however you want. You know, you could go in with a real structured brush and get a real structured line out of it. I think a nice little cream bronzer underneath does help. Some creams can be aggressive. I would totally agree with that. But when you're using a cream properly, and one that is formulated properly, I think you really can get a top-notch look out of it. Yeah. Husband's home for a month and he puts on weight, so do I. It's just lovely. This product here can be used in many, many ways. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a superstar youthful glow. Oh, I'm sorry. For a superstar youth glow. My bad. Oh, there it is. And I have the shade 2. Normally, I'd probably put on a cream blush and then like set it with a matching blush. But today, I'm going for something very bronzy. So, I am not going to do blush. I'm going to do just bronzer. of all the other lovely things that have been going on in our life lately. Oh, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna start moving on to powder products. I use the Magic Powder by Charlotte Tilbury under my eyes, along with, this is in Cupcake. I'm wondering if it's the best color, but I don't know. It said online it should be. I also have, I have two of these powders. I have Dew Me and Brighten Up. I'm gonna do the Dew Me today, considering we're going for the golden look. And then I use this Flower Beauty. It's a satin finishing powder. I use this just for my neck, so we're gonna check her neck, make sure everything's good and blended down there. I'm gonna take this super huge brush and I'm gonna coat it in the Flower Beauty powder, and I'm gonna dust some off of it and dust some into it, and then I'm just gonna set all that liquid product that I use there, my ears. Just trying to keep transfer from happening here, you know? I go into the Easy Bake or whatever it is from Huda first, and then I go into the Charlotte Tilbury. All right, we're gonna clean up the creasing on the eyelids because that's not cute ever. Alright, there we are with that. And I'm going to take what I tapped off into the Huda Beauty. Before I do so, I'm gonna go at these smile lines one more time. Said it much earlier and may not have had as much settling, but one of the wonderful things about this powder is it blurs great. I think next we'll get a nice loose brush like this, and we will dip into the Jaclyn Hill powders, and we will start to spread that out. Alrighty, so that's complexion. Now we're going to move on to doing my eyelids. I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Probably take like Love Handles, Perfectionist, maybe Comfort Zone, Grateful, maybe tiny bit of, I don't even know that we'll go that far, My Man. But Thick Skin probably will touch a little there. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. Red, my eyes are red, my nose is like runny / stuffy. I think we're gonna take a little bit of Love Handles and Perfectionist and mix them together. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's another thing. You only need to do like one little swirl in most of these colors because they really are nicely pigmented. So we're gonna put that in our crease. As I said earlier, I do not want to do anything outlandish or crazy with the shadow portion of this. I kind of want the star of this particular show to kind of be lashes. So I'm gonna have to move this. Sorry if it bothers you guys. I might break out a different lens for this next time. Trial and error, trial and error. So I am taking these colors in, but only once most of the color is off of my brush, because mostly I'm using these colors to just fan out. I don't know if I should go Comfort Zone or Thick Skin, or if I should go Grateful. Let's do some Grateful. Mixed with some Thick Skin, sure. Why not? Make sure I get that excess off. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that we all have to be cautious about what we're willing to criticize each other about, because I mean, at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. Taking advantage of someone who's hurting and using them to put themselves as, well, I'm better than. But you never know when someone's gonna find something bad about you. So, I mean, I just think we've all been young, we've all been dumb, we've all screwed up, we've all made mistakes. If we haven't or you haven't, you will. Trust and believe that no matter what you think, like, that's just what it is. Mistakes, that's getting through life, really. So, I mean, just be cautious, I guess I would say, about how quickly you might want to jump the gun to judge somebody else about a mistake that they've made. Because at the end of the day, what if your mistake that you made in the past is way worse? Or what if the mistake you make in the future is way worse? Like, you would want people to be understanding, but you set the logic when you are saying that someone else is unredeemable. Then why would you be redeemable? You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I think a person who really does do wrong, that they deserve forgiveness. And I mean, for me, forgiveness is something that, you know, I'm not really crazy hard to forgive someone, because I think forgiveness takes a toll on me more so than it does on the person who I'm supposed to be forgiving. I'm using a little bit of this color, a little bit of this color, and I will be using a little bit of that color out of the first Jaclyn Hill palette. Sorry about that, guys. My camera kind of went a little fritzy. I'm not exactly sure what I did to it. So, all I did while I was not on camera was I put black shadow on top, lined my lids with black shadow, put black liquid liner close to my lashes, put black liner on the inside and black liner in my tight line. After we do the mascara, we'll let it dry, and while it dries, we will do highlight, inner corner, all that good stuff. Actually, let's do the inner corner real quick. We're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to use, and I use this quite a bit, I might use a little bit of iced, but I'm gonna use mostly mesmerized. My opinion for this part, the fan is a must. We're gonna spray the Morphe continuous setting mist just to kind of melt in the powders that are left. Now what we're gonna do, while it's still like slightly tacky, not wet, slightly tacky, is we're gonna take this, we're gonna take our pretty little highlight brush here, we're gonna rub in mesmerized and iced. And then we're going to start working those into the cheek. And then what I like to do after that is just take one of my sponges, just press, press, press. Press it right into the skin. Same on the other side. I'd say that Morphe Luminous mist definitely makes you luminous. First lash here. You want it to be nice and tacky. You want it to be basically almost dry, or else it's gonna slip everywhere. and boom, you have a lash. So about the time you get done putting on your first lash, your second one should be getting close to dry. It got way more dramatic than it was supposed to be as far as the look. Alright guys, that's it. That's how I got this look. Sorry about the troubles at the end with the camera kind of freaking out on me. If you recreate this look, make sure you tag me on Instagram. Yes, tag me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. All that information, it's in the description box. If you liked the video, make sure you give it thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell, hit all on the bell so that it notifies you for all my new uploads. And I hope you guys had a good time hanging with me, and I hope you guys will be back with me next time. Until then, y'all have a fabulous and blessed weekend. See you next time. Bye.